All right, so for very good reason, many of you have asked me what happened to the Orange Blossom traditional mead. I had a video part 1 like 2 years ago or something like that. And it's been a long time since I did anything. I didn't put out a part 2. It's right here. It's been finished for a year, roughly, at least a year. I'm gonna go and pour it for you and then tell you the silly saga and maybe why there wasn't a part 2. All right, so what happened to this mead? Well, after it sat in the primary end of part 1, it sat for a long time. I'm talking like 6 months, just kind of chilling. And I wasn't sure what to do with it. It was my first time with like 5 gallons where I was just sitting on it, like letting it age. Ended up deciding, let's go ahead and oak it. So I threw a bunch of, I think oak chips, some kind of oak on there, and oaked it for a ridiculous amount of time as well. I stabilized it, I back sweetened it, and I finally got around to bottling it forever ago, essentially. And I never finished the part 2 because I kind of got lazy with my video editing, and I had a bunch of other content that I thought was better. Obviously, you guys have wanted this video for a while, so sorry that I've not given this to you, but here's a finale to it. So, this mead has so much vanilla from the oak that I used. I'll put on the screen what oak I used, I don't remember. And it obviously looks good, it is cold. Orange Blossom honey is super refreshing. It has like such a bright, interesting fruitiness that obviously is Orange Blossom. But there is this floral value that's there. My weird thing about this mead that I don't really like, in fact I've got a couple more bottles sitting around and they're not that great. It has a weird aftertaste. Age has definitely helped this kind of funky medicinal side dissipate a little bit, but it has a little bit of a funky medicinal side that hits the back of the palate, makes it not really enjoyable. So I kind of noticed that pretty early on, and I just decided not to go further with video stuff for it. I didn't really know how to adjust what I was gonna do because I felt like I was a pretty young mead maker at the time, and I was. And I didn't really know how to change it. I will say, at this point, it is much better. Age has definitely helped. It's years old at this point, and it's more chill. I still get that medicinal funkiness that is not enjoyable, but that's okay. So there was no part 2 to this, mostly out of laziness. I just didn't do it. I was making all the other, I think, great content on the channel, and didn't make an end to this one. So if you're watching this, you're probably watching it either you just found it on the Man-Made Mead Extras channel, or you found the link from that video to see the wrap-up. So my end opinion of this, I guess, is that it's pretty good. Time has helped a lot. Oaking made this really have a roundness, a maturity that made it feel really good. Back sweetening with Orange Blossom honey helped a lot too. I don't recall the yeast I used, but I feel like the yeast did a pretty good job as well. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not my favorite. I've got meads that I'm much more proud of. So, I don't know. Again, if you're watching this, please go check out the main channel. That's where you found that original video, but also you're gonna find way more amazing meads on that. Recipes, stuff that is just honestly solid stuff. So, thank you for watching. Welcome to the second channel, to the Man-Made Mead Extras channel. You probably found a bunch of interesting content on here as well. So I hope to see you over on the main channel. And if not, regardless, go drink some mead. Cheers.